are live on Times Square with the $1 billion man. Robert Downey Jr.'s last two movies, Iron Man and Sherlock Holmes, brought in more than $1 billion at the box office. He is Hollywood's reigning superhero. It is great to see you again.
Thanks a bunch. Nice to see you too. By the way, I didn't make $1 billion. They made $1 billion.
They made $1 billion.
Yeah,
But you get credit for it.
Great, I'll take it.
He'll take the $1 billion. But you know, Robin just mentioned it in the hellos. Sequels can be tough. We loved the movie. I was laughing through it all. But you've never done a sequel before. What made you decide to do this one?
Well, I mean, the first one came off pretty well, and it really felt to me like it was a fan-driven success. And so I got inspired by that, and having the chance to do it again, like we were talking about before, you know, the danger is that you expand too much and you rest on your laurels and you take yourself too seriously, you know.
Well, you guys did not take yourselves too seriously in this movie. And, you know, Jon Favreau deadpans throughout it along with you, and you really seem to sort of, you're playing with it a lot. I want to show one clip where you guys are doing that.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to exit the donut.
I told you I don't want to join your super secret boy band.
No. See, I remember you do everything yourself. How's that working out for you?
I'm sorry, I don't want to get off on the wrong foot. Do I look at the patch or the eye?
Like you said, great music, too.
Yes, that always helps.
This is the first time you work with Mickey Rourke?
Indeed, yeah. I mean, I've seen him around for years. I grew up respecting the heck out of the guy, and so it really was kind of a far out and perfect matchup, you know. And
you really pushed him to do this, right?
I did. Well, here's the thing. It's not my decision, but once John and the fellows at Marvel said he was our guy, I was their envoy.
Got it. And you convinced him to do it. We got a lot of emails before you came in, and one came from Dennis. And Dennis said, the suit looks extremely cool on camera, but how much of a pain is it to really put it on for the scenes?
Okay. Well, thank you, Dennis. It's really not that bad. I mean, you tend to just complain about things that are uncomfortable, but every time I would feel myself starting to want to say, get this thing off me, I can't take it anymore, I'd say, you know, it's a privilege to have this opportunity.
How many hours would you be in it at a time?
Depending on the scene, like that scene we shot with Sam Jackson, I was in it for 6 or 8 hours.
Oh man! And there was one scene, I guess, when you and Don Cheadle are boxing. It looks like those old Rock'em Sock'em robots when we were kids.
By the way, we've been hearing that a couple times, and I remember how exciting and high-tech Rock'em Sock'em robots were.
That was a big deal then.
In the 70s, that was the edge of game.
Yeah, no, it's true. Now you got all these Iron Man toys that are coming out. Instead, you know, I just read this morning, and it's something I want to ask you about. You've given an interview to Rolling Stone.
Oh, sure.
Where you open up and you say something that really struck me. He said, you were talking about your time actually in prison, and you said that was the safest place. He never felt safest than when you were behind bars.
Well, there's something to it, and by the way, this is not, I'm not advocating incarceration. I was just saying that it's understandable to me why people get themselves, for one reason or another, in that situation, and it can start feeling like somewhere that you can retreat to. And recidivism is such a huge issue, and it just, in contemplating that, I was just putting my own 2 cents in about one possible explanation.
And it really did affect the way you view the world, you view politics. I mean, you've talked about this before. How, you know, going from the sweet life in fancy hotel suites to prison really does affect your entire world. How can it not?
Right. Well, and this too shall pass. You know, I'm here, and I've known you for a while, and there's fans here and all that stuff. But you know, life does what it does, and I think it's just really important to, if you have a hold of any sort of moral psychology and you have good support and you're managing your position within society, it's so fragile, and it's such a beautiful thing to have. It's just worth holding on to.
And are you enjoying the success more? Is it fun?
Hold on, let me check. I love you so much. Thank you for everything. Yes, not so bad.
I guess that's a yes. You do seem to soak it up.
Let me put it this way. You wouldn't necessarily want to hang out with me 8 or 10 years ago.
No?
No.
It would
Look,
be a
now
fun
we're hanging
time.
out.
Yeah, this is a good time. So what's next?
I might have not been a smart person for you to hang out with. I would have soiled your reputation.
Not at 8 in the morning, that's for sure, right? So what's next? We keep hearing all these rumors, and I think some of them may be coming from our own company. The Wizard of Oz?
Well, it's a really interesting idea. Truth is, I know next I'm going to do a 3D space film with Alfonso Cuarón called Gravity. He's just a great director, Children of Men, and one of the Harry Potter films, Y Tu Mama Tambien. And from there, I'm going to do Sherlock 2. And then I got a couple more of these Marvel projects.
So Wizard of Oz, but maybe a little bit, maybe a long time away.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, I definitely don't want to just go from one big franchise to the other. I remember my roots. I saw Denzel on Broadway and Fences last night, very inspiring, and, you know, Viola, so many great performances going on. So maybe I'll work my way back east and try something a little different.
Well, we'd love to have you back to talk about that. Congratulations on everything. The film is Iron Man 2. It comes out this weekend. It is terrific.